the Houston Rockets constantly operate like pores, like cheapos. I saw an article in The Athletic from Shams Charania about what the Rockets are currently trying to do with Kevin Porter Jr. And it does make sense, but it's also consistent with the Rockets always seeming a little bit cash-strapped since Tillman Fertitta took over. Here's what the report says. The Houston Rockets are working to trade guard Kevin Porter Jr. in the wake of his charges of felony assault and strangulation due to an alleged attack on his girlfriend. Those sources say the Rockets have contacted multiple teams offering draft compensation as incentive to receive Porter, who has $15.9 million on the book for this coming season as part of a 4-year, $82.5 million deal. The 3 years afterwards are non-guaranteed. So basically, they'd be trading draft picks to trade Kevin Porter Jr. to free up cap space, and then that team would probably cut him. So you're hoping that some team doesn't care about the optics of trading for Kevin Porter Jr. so that they can get a draft pick and then releasing him. And I do conceptually understand how this makes sense. You may as well try to do it. It's a very impossible situation. But the optics in the wake of hiring Ime Udoka are bad. They are. And it makes the Rockets look cash-strapped and poor. It does. You can't deny that. Now, would it be amazing if they pulled it off, honestly, for the organization? I guess. You get a little more cap space. You get to contend. But the obvious play here to make it seem like you actually give a damn, say you care about that, and most of these teams don't actually do. They care about the bottom line. Just cut his ass. Terminate the contract and eat the $13.5 million. Is it really going to hurt you that much? Are you really going to find somebody for $13.5 million right now that helps you out? Probably not at this point. Not at this point. So that's where I'm a little skeptical of them trying to save the $13.5 million, trading a draft pick to do it. They have a ton of draft picks, by the way, so that makes it a little bit easier. It really feels like they are trying to cut costs more than it feels like they are trying to actually bring somebody in so they can contend this year.
That's what I thought. I thought it was just to like not lose basically the $15 million that they're spending and just get, even if someone, obviously it's going to be someone who's overpaid because a team would be willing to basically salary dump them to cut Kevin Porter Jr. So they're looking for like, I don't even, like
who's even available right now?
A Gallinari type, you know, like just a guy who's like a bench, probably an overpaid bench guy. That's what they're looking for. It's like, it's not worth for any team to have the like Woj tweet of they just traded for Kevin Porter Jr. unless it literally in the Woj tweet says they will also cut him. Don't worry, guys. Like, don't like have a picket line outside the stadium.
Exactly.
Like, we're gonna trade him
wherever he gets traded. It's but to me, like
the juice is just not worth the squeeze.
Just do it. Just cut him.
Yeah, it's not worth it for the other team receiving Kevin Porter Jr. and it's really not worth it for the Rockets. That's why I know no team's going to trade for him because you saw the reaction to the Shams tweet that the Rockets are looking to trade him.
It makes Tillman Fertitta seem like he has no money. It does. And by the way,
saving up for a buyout.
I mean, we've kind of all gotten that vibe from the at least Rockets side of things. Not the Cougars side of things, but the Rockets side of things since he's taken over.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah, no, he's perfectly fine spending money for U of H.
Right, but not necessarily for the team that he owns, which is weird. But hey, do you, man. All I'm saying is just eat it. You're not finding somebody for $15 million, looking for someone to trade. It seems like you're just trying to get a get out of jail free card. You're like that one guy who is looking for the hard drive with his all his Bitcoin in that dumpster in like England, which I still don't think he's found. He's been hiring people to do it. And he's promising to pay him with the money from the Bitcoin probably. Like just cut him. Just cut him and move on. You look like pores.
It's just like such a move that like it makes sense like on a spreadsheet, like how this could help. So like we could solve your problem, you could solve our problem, but it's like that's just not how this works, dude.
They're not going to find a player that's worthy of $15 million. And by the way, with all these young players, do you really want another veteran into the mix? especially with how good Dylan Brooks is playing. Leader.
Yeah, I don't think
Canadian bronze medalist Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Redeem team.
Oh, they could get Dennis Schroeder, world champion Dennis Schroeder, or world champion Daniel Theis.
Actually,
he's actually overpaid, and actually let me try.
I wouldn't mind Schroeder actually.
Let me try it in the trade machine,
but
see if that works.
We're not going to do it. Just cut him. Just cut Kevin Porter Jr. Just get it over with. Okay. The optics look bad. I get it. Udoka didn't do anything that's illegal per se.
Yeah, it is different what they did,
but it's in totality. It makes you look bad.